YouTube, what it do, man? Check this out. I'm telling you, man, I cannot believe this. This story is coming up out of RT, right? German nuns rented orphaned boys to businessmen for gang bangs and orgies. Suppressed report seen by media. Did y'all hear that, family? YouTube, did you hear that? Gang bangs and orgies. The nuns rented little boys. Let's read it. A report being withheld from the public documents horrific acts of rape and sexual abuse against young boys that were facilitated by nuns belonging to the Catholic Archdiocese of Cologne in Germany, according to the Daily Beast. The investigation's findings, which concluded last month and stemmed from a lawsuit brought against the Archdiocese by victims, have not been publicly released, but the contents of the report are said to have been leaked to several media outlets. Sections of the 560-page report, purportedly seen by the Daily Beast, detail how nuns who ran a convent in Speyer, Germany between the 1960s and 1970s rented orphaned boys to businessmen and clergy who abused the children, sometimes for weeks at a time, before returning them. How sad and disgusting. According to the outlet, some of the orphans were forced to participate in gangbangs and orgies before being returned to the convent, where the nuns would discipline them for having wrinkled their clothes or being covered in semen. And these are children we're talking about, covered in semen. The report concluded that 175 children, most of them boys between the ages of 8 and 14, were abused over 2 decades. Some of the children were intentionally barred from being adopted or taken into a foster home so the nuns could continue to hire them out, the probe allegedly found. However, the investigation declined to directly blame the nuns involved in the sick scheme, arguing instead that the abuse was the result of systematic management errors and the leniency accorded to those accused of taking part in the abominable crimes, the Beast reported. And what you mean you can't blame the nuns? The nuns were the ones that were doing it, that were renting the little children out. The details were leaked to the press after the Archdiocese refused to make the report public, demanding that journalists who viewed the documents sign a confidentiality agreement. All those who attended a press conference announcing the conclusion of the investigation reportedly walked out, refusing to abide by the church's term. Now, if this isn't one of the many red flags on the Catholic Church, then something is wrong with you people. And the Romans are the ones that killed the Messiah anyway. So how are you going to trust them? The Archdiocese of Cologne said it had withheld the report because it had failed to fully explain its methodology. However, Bishop Karl-Heinz Wiseman, who leads the Archdiocese, told the media the abuse report was so gory it was not suitable for public viewing. Did y'all hear that? It was so gory, it was not suitable for public viewing. Man, I'm telling you, these people are the seed of Satan for real. They are wicked to be doing this to children. The bishop claims he was so disturbed by the report, he had to take a month away from his duties after reading it. If you was that disturbed by it, you would have released it to the public. And man, and if you think that was mentally traumatizing for him, imagine the kids that was being kept weeks at a time. They didn't get a chance to take a month off. The shocking revelations come less than a year after a separate investigation found Berlin's educational authorities and Senate had supported and defended placing foster children into the care of known pedophiles. The 30-year policy, which ended in 2003, led to a number of serious cases of abuse the investigation discovered. And man, what a disgusting story. And remember, family, this is just a this is just a website version. This isn't even the actual report. You know, it's not even an actual report. And these nuns were supposed to be women of the Lord. So it just lets you know that you got to be careful who you pray to. You have to be careful who you excuse me, associate yourself with when it comes to churches, who you fellowship with. Because, man, let me tell you, whatever church they was going to, they were demons. They was demons because righteous people don't act like that. And righteous people don't hurt children. I mean, that is disgusting. And I never even heard of anything so foul as that right there. You know, being pimped out by the people that's supposed to trust you, the people that's supposed to be teaching you about God, or the very people that are hurting you and letting grown men have their way with children. I'm disgusted. Man, tell me what y'all think about this filth. Man, drop your comments down below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Once again, man, please don't forget to hit that notification bell and hit them likes up, man. You know, like I say all the time, it don't cost no money to do so. And I really and truly appreciate it when you give me a thumbs up. All right, man. Until the next episode, 100.